Chat, how's it going? What's poppin'? How we doing tonight? Adriana, how's it going? Welcome. So, got off work and realized, well, I have a store regional this Sunday, right? And I went on like a mini vacation over the weekend. I was gone from Saturday to Tuesday. That's why there's no streams. I realized that I haven't been practicing for basically anything. Like I haven't played in locals, I haven't played in the casuals, nothing. So I was like, well, we should probably spend a couple of hours tonight doing that, shouldn't we? And I need to like check my work schedule, but like probably tomorrow night too, if I'm not closing. No, I am closing. Yeah, Friday, Saturday. Maybe stream Sunday. Mayhaps. Mayhaps. But yeah, chat, how we doing today? But yeah. Let's just get into it, yeah? Kinda need to start practicing. Because, like, I have done jack and shit in terms of practice. Come on, game. I want the window capture. No. I want game capture. There we go. Now it's working. All right. So let me just show kind of the list that we're on. So it's like a fire solar artifact kind of pile that I've been testing with for like a couple weeks. Can't like on the vertical it's kind of cut off. It's Kinleo and then Shield here and then Lyre, Argo, Galaxy. But yeah, no, like yeah, you can't see, but it's Champ Galaxy up in the top right here underneath the chat, and then Argo and Lyre underneath my webcam. I wish that you could like collapse this somehow. Yeah, no, kind of standard. But in real life, it's instead of the 3 Plucky, it's 3 Cybermaul. 2 Lyre is subbed out for 2 Golden Fleece, just because like you can enchant like fire spirits to it, and it's a fire nexus bank instead of just like a thing to get over, right? Might not be like as good now that like Kinleo's limited, but like, you know, it is what it is. I still have like a what 60% win rate, you know, like 59.5. Haven't really managed to climb all that much, but whatever. Yeah, no, sorry about the delay. I know that I put out the the YouTube stream at like said it would go live at like 8:30, but the streamer bot WebSocket server was not working. It just refused. Honestly, this is probably fine for going first. I set the Gorgons. I don't set both because there really isn't a reason to. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then if they like run out a big guy, I can Galaxy next turn. If they do nothing, I can full crease. Oh no. I think I hold the Gorgons until they activate the either the poison tunic or the poison tipped arrow, so that they waste the spirits on it. So I think that I develop the Valkyries here. I'm gonna chain the Gorgons 1 and 1. Target the Psynectar. God. Discord, can you shut up for like a hot second? Holy. Let's grab the Hephaestus. There we go. So I think we change this to attack. We go Hephaestus. We're gonna just enchant the one. Let's set a tsunami. Let's disenchant from that. Let's grab a torch. Put it on the rabbit. Rabbit swing over Psynectar. And then re-enchant. You know, we're chilling. Running out of raw Psynectar is kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Did they expend any spirits? Just the earth. Okay. Actually, let me see what the second Gorgon is. If I get blown up by hurricane, I get blown up by hurricane. Gorgons. Target the rabbit. Okay. Honestly, that's fine. I'm gonna force him to kill it. Get more information. Because I already have a Gorgon's case. Okay, so he's expended a thunder. He's expended a water. He probably wouldn't expend those if they're like off-color spirits for him. And he's like on hurricane. That's fine. Scythe. Oh, he is woefully unaware. This is kind of unfortunate, though. So, like, he's kind of really big. So I think what we do here is we kind of have to, but, like, we had to grab necklace. I'm gonna have to pay out for it in the end step anyway. Then yeah, we do go battle phase. Before tell the 3. Georgians. That's understandable. So liar, plucky, this. I'm gonna put this on top. I'm gonna go to end phase. I have to resolve necklace. This is like my least favorite part of this card. I just have a really big rabbit, dude. Like, shit. I really do not want a Gorgonza rabbit. That just seems wasteful. I can't pay off the necklace because I need it on there so that the Vis doesn't attack over it. Was he gonna crash anyway? That's kind of crazy. It's a very large spirit swing. Holy. Man, I've spent so many spirits, like, trying to keep him off of Wasp Ivy. And this is PTA I just lose. Straight up. Chat. What the fuck? You know, I think he just got that. Like, he just so happened to have, like, you know, when you got it, you got it. I'm gonna put my hands up. Like, when you got it, you got it. You know what I mean? Actually, this is pretty decent. I have like a Nexus Bank. I have Rabbit. I can like... Man. If this was fucking the Cyper Mall version, this hand would go crazy. Apollo. Speaking of Apollo, chat, the new like champion of Apollo shit that they revealed is kind of crazy. Not gonna lie. Like Solar Fire Mill might actually be a deck. Might actually be a deck, guys. That'd go crazy. That'd go crazy. Oh, brother, I'm about to blow him out. Is this just Elestrals? Yeah. Dude, he's about to have such a bad spirit deficit. Shield. He is on Solar Nixamera. Why is he on Apollo then? Like... Dog, I can like literally just... Let me windmill slam the Heliolith. Yep. It triggers on your artifacts too. Honestly, I might up the amount of Heliolith I'm playing. Okay, I mean, I'll take it, shit. I'll, set a Tsunami. I'll set an Altar. And I'll set an Argo. Go ahead, Duelist. He can expend all he wants. Honestly, like, yeah, let's just run out the Tsunami. It is cold in here, chat. Grabbing the blanket. Oh, brother. I am about to destroy this man. And everything that he owns. Now, let me just pop your back row, dog. Come on. Come on. Let me pop your back row. Tsunamert. Oh, we are about to do the most disgusting thing ever. Are you ready? Okay, so change to attack. Enter battle phase. Swing over the Plucky. Argo. We're gonna Argo for Torch. Actually, let's like water enchant it. Just so that like there's nothing that they can do about it at this point. This kills. See something? It's not seeing on me. Yep. Okay. So now we're gonna go altar. We're gonna pay. Actually, we don't really need to. We can go here. Pay with that. And then nexus the water to the Lothlith. And then change its position. I should have set the other altar, but like, it's fine. So you gonna ascend? Yeah, he kind of gets to. It's a 7. Seven's really big. Like, actually. Huge. Massive, even. He's got normal Exaltus. Amps. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. End phase, the Chimera effect. Tag out. I can try to hear me out. We're about to go crazy. We're about to go stupid. We're going to search for the Hephaestus. And we're going to Hephaestus. Search the Lyre. Lyre on the Chimera. Set altar. Yep. The writing is on the wall. This deck is so fun. Like, it just tickles my brain in just the right way. Like, it isn't like 7,000 IQ Giga Brain, But, like, there are plays that you can do that are pretty, like, you know, on that realm. Same guy. You know he's on Nick Samara. Honestly, like, yeah, this is keepable. 2 Ambro Gorgons, Galaxy Plucky. Kind of goes crazy. Not gonna lie, chat. Not gonna lie. Let's develop the Plucky. Let's grab the wire. Fire. Let's go Torjons. Pass. Toxion. Toxion is fine. I will expend a fire. Still a 5 boss. Zeus. You will attempt to Zeus down my guy. Nice. He's going to enchant all 4 to Zeus. What does he have like dailies that he has to do? Because this seems like an entirely different deck. So good in blue. Like, there's no way that he was playing, like, you know, Nick Samara, Solar, but then also he has room for Zeus and, like, Toxion and that kind of shit. Like, there's no way. I gotta expend to draw here. Oh, yeah. Let's set altar. Just in case he threatens my guy. Enter battle phase. I kind of want, like, a thunder artifact or something like that. Because, like, if you have Rabbit on board, you can do some crazy shit. Okay. Like, what, is he on full Tempest? Did he, like, change decks in, like, 3 seconds? Okay, so we're gonna pay. Off the Plucky. And then we're gonna Nexus from the Lyre to the Plucky to change position. Literally did the same thing to him last game. And then watch this Viscerus go absolutely stupid mode. Like, the Viscerus actually goes crazy stupid here. And now I don't care if he gets over the Plucky, if I'm going to be honest. I really don't. It baits him into having a guy in attack. And my Visitor's is gonna like be an attack anyway, and it's gonna hit over his guy if he leaves it. Like, even if he runs out a rabbit, like, okay, I kill you. Toxic Swarm? Is he playing like Thunder, Wind, Burn? Or something like that, to that effect? You don't really have a winning play here. Oh, he... Dog. Dog. You didn't need to do that. You didn't... Oh my... This person is kind of... That... No. Change attack. Honestly, I could. I could ascend over with the lava lith. I think I'm gonna expend a draw. I haven't seen any rabbit this game. Yes, Tugert. Enter battle phase. And then now I have the one that's immune to back row. And both of them are 6s. Get fucked. Dude, if I had altar here, that would go crazy. Like, I swing with the plucky, I put it onto here, swing with that. Like, holy. Hit for 3? Sets a back row. Fulgories. From Zeus and Urge. Well, I don't have a face down rune, bud. What, you're gonna attack over the plucky? What? Oh, okay. I see. I mean, that's fine. Like what? So he has 3. I can run out a Tugert. Tugert effect. We can grab a full carries. I think we set the shield. Enter battle phase. It's like a tsunami or something. Maybe an altar. However, from what he, like, the way that he's playing, I don't think it's an altar. It's a shield. Okay. Honestly, that's fair. That's super fair. Gives me a chance to reset. I really don't need these 2 guys. So, like, if he walks in, I can, like, shield, siphon off of whatever he's attacking, and then pay, and then bounce. He's expending to draw on 7. He is desperate. Holy. Okay, he pops the shield. He has 5. That's fine. Because then I run back out to this. It's until end of turn. Yeah. Okay. Honestly, like, I think what I do is I develop the full carries here. Yeah. Dude, I just have so many resources up on him. I could go grab the other liar and make it a 5. I'd rather honestly, well, then I could heal one. Yeah, let's heal one. Do I have enough solar? I do. No, let's just do the standard play. That's like, I don't know, trying to be like too cute. You know what I mean? No, not from here. From here. And then on to the full carries. I want to keep him off of a guy because, like, I basically have to play, like, everything that I have is -3. And hit him in the face for 1. Has a back row. Yeah, it's Earth. I mean, I'll get there eventually. If I'm playing, this. Honestly, that's probably fine. I can keep that. Like 2 5 stat lines, and then Gorgons and Argo. Foamy. Water Reanimator? Mayhaps? Maybe? Won't let me... Let me just run out of rabbit. Rabito! Let's grab a shield. We can go Gorgon shield. We don't really... If the rabbit's in defense, we really don't have, like, you know... There's no Scythe of Demeter in this deck, so we can't really do anything. Let's just, like, develop the Tugert so that we can grab the full carries. PTA. Honestly, understandable. Full carries. I mean, like, I could grab the Kinleo and then theoretically use Argo, but not really interested in that. I'd rather have, like, the Volcaries with the Hephaestus. Then he's gonna pay out for it. Okay. That's fine. That is fine. I really need some food. Expend a draw, that's fine. Double set. So what's the play here? Yeah, I guess we develop Darius and like attack over the guy. Like, if it's position change turbo, then we're kind of screwed. But like, if it's reanimator, we're chilling. Because like, what the worst case scenario is he summons out Schnark, and then searches either like Rock in a Hard Place, or even worse would be he searches Draking. Here's the torch. Honestly, let's just like walking into like 3 back row. So then I think we go battle phase. I think we go like Gorgon's Gaze, like so, target the foamy. Mayhaps. And then we swing in and we foretell. I think that seems right. I also could have, in theory, right, done that during main phase and then reset a Gorgons, but Tsunamert? Okay. Understandable. Not doing the Gorgons in main phase was a really bad misplay. I think I put Heliolith on top. Yeah. Because that's an out to the foamy without having to set another guy. Spend a draw, that's fine. That is very strange. Oh, that's why. Well, no. Because then that only brings it down to a 3. So do you have Argo as well? And that's like what? A 1, 2, 3, at least 4 spirit play? And then, well, and then you also expended to draw, so that's like 5? Yeah, no, I think that we have to shield here. I don't have an Lustral to run out, so like, let's just set up some back row, shield, and the Georgians, and then like spend to draw with a solar. Change this to attack, and then we swing. We sculpt the top of our deck. Organs, necklace, Vis, I want that Vis. Yeah, necklace, you can stay way down there. We have double Argo too, which is pretty good. Okay, so he has like lunar. Yeah, he's on like the Draking Rock and a Hard Place deck. He's probably playing the Thunders just for like Zeus plus Rabbit. Maybe he's playing like Jolton. Do I care? Not right now. Yeah, no, I'm gonna wait for him to commit to the play, and then we go 1-1. And then we draw the Viscera Cistern. And we swing into the Eddy. We kill the Eddy. We grab another Vis. And then we swing in with the full carries. Because his back row is nothing. If he is going to Tsunami, he is misplaying. PTA the Vis. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's probably fine. Swing over the Edward. Foretell 3. He's a little bit up on me in card advantage, but like we're at the same spirits. But I have board presence. Shield is disgusting. Okay. Yeah. No, for sure. Let's grab Alter. Pay out for the PTA. Yup. If he goes down to 2 spirits, I equip the necklace to him, and then I win. Oh, why did I set the Tsunami? I'm stupid. He's playing a water deck. Tsunami's gonna be dead like all game. He's just gonna hit me in the face for 1. Which honestly, turning out the foamy. That's fine. I think I returned the foamy to the hand though. Let's do like one of these. I think I returned the foamy to the hand. It's kind of expensive, but like we have to. Let's set an Argo. I'm gonna set an altar. And then he's gonna special out a 1-star guy. Sluggle, he's gonna... Bro. That's annoying. Okay. So... Audio's quiet? I mean, like... Okay. I mean, my voice is kind of maxed out. Give me a second to fix it. Okay. So, if I go to that... I really... You know, if I, like, bounce the eddy... Yeah. This mic is kind of, like, a pain, but it sounds good. Like, I have to be, like, right up on it. Gorgons. I'm gonna... Yeah, no, I think I'm like 30 and 15 with this deck or something like that. Kind of want to kill the Eddie. And this list is almost like card for card what I'm playing this weekend at a store regional. Shit. Completely forgot about the necklace trigger. Yeah, no, that's my bad. Wait, no, necklace, it just dies. Lamau. Oh no. That's really bad. Okay. So I have to. Confirm. And then I am going to Nexus to the Heliolith. Change the tracking position. This is very dicey. Because we are on 0 spirits. And then we can swing over, and then hopefully we don't die. Fingers crossed. Yep, that'll do it. God, that was a close game. Yeah, no, you got it. You know, 27 and 19. Like, the version that I'm bringing in real life is -3 Plucky, Champion of Apollo, -2 Liar, and then +3 Cypermall, +2 Golden Fleece. This hand actually goes crazy. This hand goes nasty. Yeah. That's the reason why they're swapped here, right? I'm like, I really don't care about getting to the top of the ladder all that much. You know, like, I just use this as a tool to get my reps in. Because the locals I go to is, like, kind of stacked. I mean, I was looking at the roster of the store regional I'm going to, and it's like, oh yeah, this guy got top 4 at Premier, this guy has multiple tops at Premiers, this guy got a top in Dallas, MBT, you know, it's like, it's a crazy locals. Like, people are so good. Oh yeah, no, Misenchanted Fleece is, like, probably the best play that you can do. It kind of goes crazy. It lets you use your small Tuka to, like, search Kinleo more often rather than searching the full carries. Understandable. Oh yeah, no, I've been playing card games for, like, what, 2017? So that's like, what, it's 2025, so like 8 years. Like, I used to be a big Yu-Gi-Oh guy, if you couldn't tell by, you know, the description that hasn't changed when I used to stream Yu-Gi-Oh and the banner. But yeah, no, I was really competitive at Yu-Gi-Oh. I had gotten first at a regional. I've bubbled YCSs. Like, I'm no card game slouch. It's just, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh has gotten to a place where it's like, dog, I hardly even know what's going on anymore. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Mm-hmm. Let's set alter and like kill the Valkyries. But yeah, no, like, probably the height of my competitive career in Yu-Gi-Oh was 2018, 2019, when, like, you know, Orchest was really big. I was really good at Orchest. We were doing crazy shit, let me tell you. Me and my testing group, we were like playing 3 instant fusion so that if we just drew it and then we had combo, we would summon Winda. And then the end phase, when instant fusion would attempt to destroy the Winda, we would protect it with Tengirsu. And then, because that's a one-time state-based action, it would not attempt to destroy again. So we would just floodgate our opponent out. It was so dumb. Yeah, PTA the rabbit. Let's grab an Ambro. We already have Alter. We already have Gorgons. Let's go Battle Phase. You know, like, we were also, like, right before COVID, when Dual Overload dropped, we were toying around with this, like, Lunalight list, where off of 2 level 4s, you would end on, like, Bardish double Fogblade. What else? There was another part to it. But essentially, the thing was, you would, end on a Dingirsu with, no materials. And then, rank up into Kali Yuga on your opponent's turn. Along with, you know, 2 Fog Blades and whatever else you had. And then also Kali Yuga was a pop for whatever their first action was. So if they were, like, going to summon a monster. We were also playing around with this, like, ritual pile that, I didn't entirely understand how it worked, but essentially the game plan was, you would make Dark Magician of Chaos Max on your opponent's turn, and it's essentially Kali Yuga, but on a ritual monster. And it's, like, Giga searchable. Thanks for the follow, Shay. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, we stream here on Twitch. We stream over on YouTube. We stream over on Kick. Like, wherever you want to watch, you know? Oh, this is going to be gross. Okay. Heliolith. Now we pray that this is not Gorgon's Gaze. Oh, it isn't. Excellent. Yeah, it's Battle Phase. This is shield. I'm kind of fine. Because I can put the torch. Yep. You know, I should have altered there. I keep forgetting to do that. Because, like, you can siphon off of it, and then Nexus the remaining spirit onto your other guy. So then that Galaxy would have done 2 damage, and I wouldn't have lost any spirits. Well, I would have lost 1, but it is what it is. Bro. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna expend myself, dude. If he drops the poison tunic, I'm gonna expend myself. It's gonna happen. 3 back row. Okay. So I think for now, we don't let him. We don't let him activate a PTA, which I know one of these is. Has to be. He wouldn't run out the Psy Nectar if not. Argo. That sucks. That is unfortunate. I want the Kinleo. Want the Kinleo. Yeah, because, like, if they're gonna Argo, yep, for the Poison Tunic to ascend, I can just wait until after they ascend. Because, like, what? And then you go like this. Alter. I stomp myself. Yeah, they definitely had something, like... I wouldn't be surprised if they had both PTA and the Argo sets, so that no matter what, they still could. Oh wait, they're out of spirits. I have to expend 2. That's fine. And I expend 1 for the Volcaries. Then I have to expend 3. That's probably fine because he's out of spirits. I haven't used any of my liars yet, and then I can heal 1. I switch his guy. I'm gonna return a solar. And I think we Ambro with water. And then we put back like fire, solar, solar. Just so that we have enough for the Heliolith. Yep. Easy. We're almost there. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. It ends in 17 days. That's not bad. That is not bad. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Like 3 seconds. Okay, we're back. Dude, I just took off my boots from work. Oh my god, my feet. Like, usually I take off my boots, like, the second that I get home. But because I needed to, like, set up for the stream, I didn't have time today, so. Ooh. You know, my feet are... Oh my god, my ankles. All right. Ugh. This is probably fine. I get the Vulgaris off the small 2 go. Make sure I'll take it. Alright, and then we like set one and we pass. Honestly, I think I let him attack. Because then I can, Vulgaris next turn, swing over the Eddy. Because, like, if I shield here and then I run out the Vulgaris, he then Eddy switch, attacks over it next turn. I mean, like, maybe. But I don't think that there's, like, currently support for it. Like, is there even, like, a water solar Elestral in the game? But no, there is a, like, solar heal stat swap turbo deck that's been running around. With, like, Calf Mel. I haven't played it yet, but I've been meaning to. You know, I think, Solar Heal stat swap just got, like, either, no, because Bean Soldier got first. I think it was Heal stat swap that either got second or top 4 at the premiere last week. Yeah, I don't... It sucks. He literally just has the answer to everything. I think we just bring out the plucky because it's a 5. And then we heal a solar. But no, I'm really excited for the frost stuff that's coming out of Livestream. The Catarant line looks crazy. So I think what I do here is now I shield one of the eddies. So then I normal cast the Kinleo, and then Nexus off the Hephaestus. Man. Yeah, no, we are definitely not at the point where all of the cards are released yet. Well, then he's properly enchanted, so he can just expend to, like... Yeah. I mean, like, this is fine. I'm still, like, up on spirits-ish. Not really. I'm only down, like, 2. But yeah, no, because I'm going to Kissimmee, I kind of have to pay attention to the, to all the leaks and shit. Honestly, I could set triple shield and just shield all these guys. So then, like, what? I'm going down 6 spirits. They're going down 3. But then I'm avoiding 3 damage. So really, that's like a 3 spirit for 3 spirit trade in boy math. So I think that's worth it. Like, he's going down 4, I'm going down 6. Keeping a guy. Yup. Yup. Understandable, sir. That was good. You know, because I'm going to Kissimmee, like, I have to pay very close attention to the leaks. So that, because, like, if nothing else, like, super crazy gets revealed, I'm probably just, like, gonna play Blistrix, if I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. Like, the spirit math and, like, you know, having to, like, kind of weigh how much an action is worth in spirits is something like that I've definitely had to get used to. I just like that one. So then, like, if they run out of a guy, I can switch to small 2 good to attack. Equip with Liar. Normal cast to Heliolith. Bounce the guy. Swing for 2. We'll swing for 3. Alex Singer. What? What is this? Yeah, no, it's like something that you have to get your head around, and it took me a good while, and I still don't think that I'm like quite there, but like, you know, I am now at like, you know, a proficient level to you know, I feel like I could top the store regional on Sunday. If I play well, I could top. Are you ready for this? Also, shout out Split Audio. Holy crap. And that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, but it's easy to say that, but then it's harder to implement that concept, right? Because it's so like foreign to like how value is calculated in any other game. Like Primary Artemis put out a good video the other day on why Ambrosia is Alestral's version of Pot of Greed. Which I don't necessarily agree with, but you know, they make a good case for it. And they essentially say that Nectar of the Gods, which is actually has the text of Pot of Greed, is just like a horrible card. Oh, you are returning the card that lets me bounce one of your guys to my hand. Okay, sure. I'm fine with that. Smile. Yeah, like, it is closer, but it isn't like, you know, it is not the same. I'm gonna expend myself. Like, you know, you go like 5 games without playing around the Hydrake line, and then you play like I just did there, and like, you just get blown out by it. I don't even think you want to run like 3-2-1. I think you just want to run like 3-3-1. I mean 3-1-1, because if you resolve the Twindra into something once and they have no back row, you just win. I think that's like what 90% of people are doing. Even like at the premieres. It's a 3-1-1. Because then, see, people do this. You never actually resolve the Pentar effect that would let you summon the 2 Twindra. Because you're always enchanting with water to play around Tsunami. Unless if, like, I draw an artifact this turn, I think that I actually just lose. It's like... Okay. I mean, like, there's a lot of, Water Reanimator running around right now. So, I mean, you could probably, you know, pull out a wind and put it in a water, and it wouldn't be, like, the worst thing in the world. Because, like, also, right, the only way that, like, people are going to destroy this is either, like, PTA or, like, Kinleo. Yeah, and honestly, I think we're good on that. Because then I think next turn we go Hephaestus, search a guy. Okay, so like what? That's 5 damage? Man. I don't even think we have enough spirits to do exactly what I want to do. I don't know. Every time they've been actually pentered on ladder, they like either hurricane before or it's when I haven't drawn back row, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. If I draw like second Ambro here, I'm fine. But I can like siphon off of the Hephaestus to cast the Kinleo. I can't. So I guess I have to Ambro. I'm gonna use 1 from that. And then I guess we get fire, solar? Maybe? I think instead of the solar, because we have 2 solar in spirit deck, I think we go ahead and get a thunder for the Astrabbit. We're gonna run out the Kinleo in defense. If this is a Gorgons, I'm gonna actually expend myself. I think we have this. I think that we can pull this back. And that alters like exactly what we needed. I should have ran out in the Kinleo and attack though. If they don't have a guy, I think that we are chilling. Okay. Unfocused Gamer, how's it going? How we doing? Okay, so then you stat change. So then you can't get over with the Chrysor. There's no crash. Oh, that sucks. He didn't trigger the effect. Alter. And he takes to be good for someone coming from Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's a magic background. I mean, probably like Wind Aggro is probably pretty good. Yeah, pigs. Actually, I think the correct play here is we switch the Chrysor. We let them kill the Kinleo. Oh, thank God. Yeah, Nectar of the Gods is... Unless if you're playing, like, exactly Den Turbo, it's kind of bad. So I think the play here is we disenchant the Vestus. We search a Liar. We put it on the Chrysor. 10 Turbo? Oh, Den Turbo. D-E-N. It's a Bears deck where you're essentially trying to stick an Ursicle with either a Hibernation or a Ursa Den in play. And then you summon a Majursa when your opponent has stuff. Yeah, you basically turbo out an 8/13. I can show a sample deck after this game. Because you kind of need 2 Frost Spirits in your Underworld in order for the combo to work. I'm gonna expend myself. He can't, like, you know, get over my stuff. Really? They don't even play, like, the Cryo Scorch. It's like 3 Cryoling, 2 Cryovern, and then that's it. They don't... I know that people were, like, side decking the Cryo Scorch at the premiere, but, like, that honestly seems kind of gimmicky to me. It's kind of like, Eruption, kind of. Like, once you know about it, you kind of play around it. I mean, like, Wind, Fire, Burn is kind of you know? Oh, and then he fucking... Yep. Yep, I think that's game. Wind Burn really isn't like... Yeah, add soonish. You know, let me just sit here for like a hot second. Let's see here. Are the ads playing right now? Yeah, they are. We'll wait for the ads to be over and then I'll explain. All I want is to sleep and dream speakers. Oh. They say quitters never win. Quitters never win. We play kingship. Three. Alright, so ads are over. Supposedly. So this is kind of like your blueprint for Den Turbo. Essentially what you're trying to do, right? Is stick an Ursicle while you either have Ursa Den or Hibernation in your hand, right? And then you search whichever one you're missing, right? You also need like 2 either Frost or Fire Spirits in the graveyard. So then what ends up happening is you activate the Ursa Den, you put the 2 spirits on it, you Hibernation, put the 2 spirits from your Underworld onto it, you activate the effect, and then you Majursa pop 2. Because you have 2 Ursa Lestrals. So also what people do in the physical game is they play 2 of the Firestorm Ignector, and then 1 of the normal Ignector, the base set one, which says when this Ignector is normal cast, you can special cast 2 Ignector from your deck. And then the Firestorm one searches Nectar of the Gods. So essentially what you're doing, right, is you're putting down 3 guys, and then you're searching 2 Nog, and then you're drawing 4, right? And that gives you protection for the next turn, so that, like, if in theory in those 4 turns, you can, well, off of those 4 cards, you can just, find combo, right? People are also teching in, Big Majursa, base set one, as, like, a second target for Den. Just because, like, it's bigger, and then also it's, like, it protects the other Ursa Lestrals that you have. But yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's a cool deck. It's just swingy. It's probably really good in best of 1. I haven't played a whole lot of it. No, it definitely is not the correct play to play Glacier, so holy crap. It's fun. Piercing for, like, 2 every turn is fun, but... It's also probably, like, a good side deck option in paper. If you're playing against, like, a slower deck. Because then, like, after you stick the first one, you can attempt to combo again, and then summon the second one, and then pierce over all the defensive guys. Like, if you're playing into, like, heal control or something like that, that's probably a good idea. At least, like, you know, in theory. And also, another really noob-friendly deck is probably... You know it, you love it. Blizzstrix. 2 Blizz, 3 Asprowl, a Morlith, 3 Cedar Sword. You know, like, you're just attempting to get it twisted. That's about it. Like, you mill yourself. You mill the guys, you mill more, you get up to a Blizz. Like, you're looking to high roll, not to outskill your opponent, but you're still playing Illustrals, you know? Also, your games end pretty quickly. Like, I've had people instantaneously scoop. Yeah, no, Blizz is like a super real deck. And it gets better in live stream, which is unfortunate. But yeah, no, you'll get people where it's like, if you normal cast Snowlit, and then you mill Cedar Soar and Asprowl, they will just instantly scoop. So it's really good to climb with. But like, you know, it is what it is. You know? It is what it is. Oh, I just realized I'm almost at 50 games for both of these. But yeah, no, if you guys are enjoying the stream, you know, drop a follow. I'll probably be streaming Sunday night after the store regional I'm going to. I'm gonna talk about the results and shit like that. And then probably like Monday, Tuesday as well. Maybe not like at this time slot, maybe earlier in the day, because I know I have a lot of EU viewers from when I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! But yeah. I am tired. Shouts to work for crushing my soul. There's no way. There's no way. They said that they weren't gonna do it. A-Drive hinted at Like a Void, Champion of Artemis, Escaped from Tartarus, double title card, real, holy. That's kind of crazy. Hold up. This is kind of crazy. This is so funny. Where's my browser sources? No, not color source. Add browser source. Lamau. Why? Why didn't it work? Okay, whatever. I will simply Oh. It's because it's from a fucking tweet, Lamau. This is crazy. That's crazy. That's wild. Like, I imagined when they eventually had to do double titled cards, they would have. Yeah, Twitter is definitely a cesspool, but you know, people use it, so you kind of have to be on there. Oh no, we already know the effect, right? So they eroded it so that like what's it called? So it only summons up to the amount of suppressed Celestrals that your opponent has, right? And this is the new card, right? Because initially they were going to like just straight errata it. Like, yeah, we're still in queue. Can I? Does that still look fine? Yeah. No, it really doesn't. I am ugly. That's a crazy username. But no, like they already revealed the effect of it. And they said that it was going to be printed in the Artemis structure deck that's coming out. But yeah, no, I like this. Because, like, regular champ like Avoid is kind of like, you know, it's crazy right now, but I could definitely see by, like, you know, the fourth set of the Divine Champions block that, like, it's, you know, it's fine. Yeah, so this is now effectively a brand new card. They're doing the same thing that they did with Sparkit and Drataya. Which honestly, Champ Like Avoid is like one of those cards that will be talked about like when people make documentaries about Alestrals, right? It honestly is just one of those cards. Oh, we already know what the text is. It's no, it definitely is the errata. Like that's what he's because the tweet says, took your feedback again. Erratas are a no-no. Yeah, because it's definitely just like the errata that they said in the announcement video. It said you can summon Werepup up to the number of suppressed Celestrals that your opponent controls. Or I think it's suppressed cards, not Celestrals, but you know, you get the idea. You can't just like, you know, swarm the board anymore. Like let me see if I can find the video real quick. Because it was in the ban list video. Organized play. We're banning Like a Void. Yep, okay. I've got it. Making sure I'm still in queue. When you cast this Like a Void, you can special cast any number of Werepup from... Wait, no, that is the wrong text. Kin Leo... Okay, dude. Where's the new errata? You can special cast a Werepup from your deck with Lunar suppressed for each suppressed card an opponent controls. Yeah. So it's going to have this text. Straight up. God, this queue is taking forever. Holy. But yeah. I mean, I like this change. It lets, like, this new errata of the card be its own thing, and then still lets the old Like a Void come back later on. Sorry, I had to sneeze. But yeah. Honestly, I really do like this change. No, it like, I should be getting someone by now. I'm only like silver 5. Like, top of the ladder is like, I think top 25 is like platinum up now. No, like the effects are not similar at all. Like, sure, they both summon Werepup, but this one is unconditional and this one is. Like, it changes it to, like, the way that it plays into an entirely different card. You can't just, like, you know, slap down a Werepup and, you know, cast out, you know, like 2 other Werepup on your next turn. Which is what everyone was doing, essentially. Before it was banned, but... You know what? I think that there might be a glitch with the queue. So I'm going to re-queue. Is it not going to let me re-queue? I'm going to Alt F4 real quick. So, like, I get what you're saying. But, like, they already said that that's what the card is going to do. Like, I would be very surprised if A-Drive comes tomorrow and says, you know, oh yeah, the Escape from Tartarus Lake Void does not do what the errata that we announced like a month ago said. Instead, it's going to have a third completely different effect. That just seems ridiculous to me. But yeah, no, I am going to be... You know, and I get that. There's definitely design space for it to do something else. But I would be very surprised if Dan went back on his word and said, hey, this effect that we said was going to be printed in Livestream is not actually going to be printed in Livestream. Yeah, I think it was just a glitch with the queue. Which, honestly, it happened at a good time. Let's like set to back run pass. It's like I don't want to quite trigger it yet. No, I think that you guys are like missing the point, right? You're so focused on, oh, this could do something entirely different, when the reality of the situation is like 99.9% of the time it's going to be, yeah, no, we're just putting this errata that we said that was going to come out onto a champion escape from Tartarus card, so that like the initial card maintains, like, you know, what it says that it's going to do. You know, it's definitely less interesting. You know, I think that we definitely do. Shield here. I'm gonna disenchant one. We're gonna grab the torch. Unfocused Gamer, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. You know, I think that I'm gonna catch him out. I'm gonna do this man diabolically. No, I don't think that you're arguing to argue. I just, like, you know, it's definitely like one of those things where it's like, I feel like people get way too excited for like, ooh, new shiny thing, when it's like, you know, we already know what it's gonna be, right? I have fire in the rope. I do. No, we don't know what it's gonna do, but we are fairly certain about what it's gonna do. No, I could probably, yeah. So then we siphon off of this. We Nexus from the Hephaestus onto the Volcaries. And then we switch my guy, because then on his turn it's going to be a 2. You know, this is fine. Because then if he attacks him with the Galaxy next turn, I can Argo. And then attach a Liar to stat swap the Volcari's back. Oh god, yes. Give me that. Well, no, I mean, I'm probably not going to get it anyway, because I'm going to have to do that Argo play, and then I'm going to search and shuffle. Honestly, I could stat swap his Galaxy. Because then it doesn't stay on my Volcarius. No, but then they'd crash. I have to put it on my Volcarius. God damn it. I can, like... I can't pay off of it for an Alestral, which is kind of unfortunate. And let's grab... Actually... So if I do it from the one from my hand... No, that's like trying to be too cute. Because like if I did it from the one from my hand, I wouldn't have to shuffle my deck. And then I draw the Kinleo. But I think that's being like a little bit too cute. And it's not good. Bro. He played me. I mean, honestly, you just outplayed me. That's crazy. And then, you know, I draw the deck that I can't play. Okay. Yep. Yep. I don't even, like, know what this guy's on. He's literally played 3 cards this entire game. Is he on, like... No, he has a wind. Which is kind of strange. Like, what? Is he on, like, 1 wind, 1 thunder? And then he plays Hurricane? I mean, like, Viserys does it here? You know, I'm gonna expend the last water. Because if I draw a Tsunami, that's kind of dead. Well, that definitely changes things. Come on, big money. That... I mean, I'll take the Ambro. Shit. let's like use a fire. Let's grab back fire, solar, solar, so that we can. See, I kind of have to go like triple solar to play a liar. And I can liar onto the rabbit. And then on their turn, I can bounce the foamy, swing over, attack for 2. And then he re-enchants. Yep, okay. That is understandable. So I think that the play here is like we misenchant a liar. Yeah. I think that is the play. We're gonna put it on the galaxy. And just hope that this back row is nothing. Bro. I completely forgot. Okay. Misenchanted is not enchanted. I am stupid. Oh my god. That misplay cost me. So like, the reason why that play doesn't work there is because enchanted as a keyword always means properly enchanted. So if you misenchant an artifact, it isn't properly enchanted, right? So then you can't cast the Heliolith, which is unfortunate. Yeah, but a misenchanted card cannot be enchanted, which sucks. Yeah, and I don't think that that's like... It's a really important distinction that just like... I had to learn from watching Premier tournaments, and I still completely forgot about it in that game. Yeah, it's definitely an edge case. The only interaction where it like actually matters is with Heliolith. And it's gonna come up a lot more with the Golden Fleece version, because you can misenchant the Golden Fleece for shit. Oh, you're so banned. Get the heck out of here. Die. It was a view bot. You know this hand? No. I really can't keep this hand, even though I really want to. No, I take much joy in banning bots. I don't know why. I just do. This hand is a lot better, actually. So, can I be honest with you? Right now, you could probably top locals with, like, anything. As long as it's, like, a focused strategy, you could probably top locals with anything. Like, people aren't, like, you know... I feel like as long as you have, like, good deck building principles, you're fine. You know, like, as long as, you know, it's, like, there's, like, some sort of game plan, and that game plan is proven to be good, you're fine. Why am I here? And honestly, if you're looking to add Necklace of Harmonia, you're probably playing Argo, which by default is a pretty good card. Where? Torch. Like, if you're playing cards that, like, people mostly consider to be good, you're probably fine. Like, has the highest defense stat. Currently, I don't know, but in the next set, it becomes Barrow Boss at 15. Yeah, I think we just go end phase. I think right now the highest is 14. And I want to say that it's either on, like, Pharaohgeist or I just had it. It's like Pharaohgeist or like Volclips or something like that. Oh no, you're gonna eat the bug. I'm gonna wait for him to activate the effect. And then... You know, I'm pretty sure that there's one that's 14 defense. I'm like 90% sure. Let me... Actually, I have Lestral's DB, like, right here. Lestral. Gold. Centaur has 15 defense. I have no idea. what it is, if I am going to be honest. Die! Ah! He got. I need to use the restroom again. I'll be right back. Okay. You know, I'm pretty sure that it's the line of text if you do. What is it? Some like what on Aspro? Turn through illustration. That might be a judge question if I'm gonna be honest. I know that expending is always a cost. Like it says you can expend blah blah blah. I'm pretty sure that like that's always a cost. Also like just disenchanting from something at the beginning of an effect is always a cost. Because like I know that you can with Boombat, when you disenchant you can change Gorgon's Gaze, and then it negates it and then also destroys it because it's under enchanted. Does it have Boolean? No. I think it only searches. Yeah, no, that's how it works. If they activate Boombat, you can wait until they have to disenchant for cost, and then you can Gorgon's it. You never Gorgon's the Boombat on cast. You wait for them to activate the effect. I don't think that are there any cards in the game that say if you do? I'm sure that you could find an answer on the Elestrals rules page, which is on like the main Elestrals website. Wait, okay. So this says if you do. When the Zeratakwa enters battle with a defense position Alestro, suppress that Alestro and destroy it. No, I don't think that if you do is cost. I think that it's like a conditional adverb or whatever the fuck it's called. I have no idea. I'm not very like into like, you know, the technical side of the rulings to answer like exactly what you're asking. I'm sorry. So like what people have been doing is they're playing like, in regards to like specifically like the Wasp IV package, they've been playing like standard Fire Nexus, but instead of the slots that used to be occupied by like Kinleo, they'd play like Poison Tunic. God, what's the guy's name? The little guy. Where's the little guy? Cyanectar and Wasp Ivy. With like, you know, all the Argo stuff. Because like, you know, might as well, right? But no, I at present I don't think that there's like a viable burn deck per se, right? Next set there's gonna get definitely like be a solar fire like mill deck, which is gonna be pretty decent. Yeah, like solar mill next set is kind of gonna be scary. Yeah, I think that the first form is Cockray. I want to say people are playing it at the premiere. Let me see if I can pull that up. Hold up, we're gonna do some analysis chat. Put on your thinking caps. Here we go. Oh, nope, wrong. Incorrect. This one. Yeah. Maybe in a bit. I now that my brain's on this, I want to look through here because I really haven't. No, this is the Cards HQ Open. Events. This one. So this happened on the 9th, which is last Saturday. See, this is like, oh yeah, I built that Den Turbo list when Cryoling into Cryovern was bugged. But yeah, no, this is like, you know, Den Turbo. Yeah, I think that the main deck is all available in Clash. So if you just like want to steal this one, go for it. But yeah, no, they played the one Cryoscorch on the side. I know that Bean hasn't put up the deck profile yet, but he said like in the post tournament interview that like he caught out a couple of people. Were they on the? No. Oh, okay, dude. Yeah. No, Krakatuga with 3 eruption on the side is disgusting. Also, by the way, if you guys don't want to like, watch the ads, I'm also streaming over on YouTube and Kick. Same username as here. It's just that I don't have monetization over there, so I couldn't play ads even if I wanted to. And then we're going to wait for the ads. There he is. Yep. We're going to wait for the Twitch ads to be over. Because I think that they're going on right now, right? I think. Oh, are you on the vertical? Because like I have 2 YouTube streams. I have one that's vertical and one that's like, it's the same as on Twitch. Yeah, you're on the vertical stream. Yeah, let's see here. I think both of you guys are on the vertical. Yeah. Let me grab you guys the link. Hold up. Give me a second. Yep, there we go. You guys should. Well, thank you. I mean, like, it's like, I don't make jack off of Twitch. So really what I'm trying to do, right? That should be the correct stream right there for horizontal. So kind of what I'm trying to do is get enough of a following onto Kick that I can get into their partner program, which pays you hourly to stream. And then just like, yeah, all right. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really trying to get partnered. I'm gonna be honest. Like Twitch partner program is kind of, I think they still stop you from multi-streaming if you're partnered. Don't quote me on that. They might have changed that. But no, like if you're gonna go for like partner on one platform, it's got to be Kick. Yeah, it's KICK. So people really don't like it because it is run by stake.com, which is a crypto gambling website, right? However, there are 2 really good things about Kick. One, they have a 95-5 subsplit. 2, if you're partnered, you get paid hourly to stream. Like you just have a wage as a streamer, which is insane. But yeah, no, the plan is like, you know, get enough of a following to like send people over to Kick, get partner over there. Yeah, get partner over there, and then never promote it ever again. I literally just want to steal stakes money. That's it. That's it. That's all I want to do. I just want to steal stakes money. But, you know, where was it? Oh, this deck was interesting. It was like a Thunder Nexus. We haven't seen Thunder Nexus do things in like a minute. Like, yeah, this was the one of the like solar heal lists that I was talking about, where like they're playing like 3 Liar, 3 Calf Mill, yeah, like all this, and then you're playing like the Nemi Sail and the Sorlet. Like, honestly, if you guys aren't on, like, if you guys don't, wait, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. I love that if you play in a premiere, you get to name your deck. It leads to the funniest things. But no, this is kind of the concept I was talking about earlier with the Wasp Ivy Side Nectar combo, where you're just playing, you know, Fire Nexus artifact thing, but then like, you know, you're on like an Earth Nexus package, and then the Side Nectar, Wasp Ivy, Poison Tunic, right? And then honestly, you can just like side out of it if it's really like bad into a matchup. But like, you can also literally just play this on Clash. Shoutouts to them adding this bit at the bottom. Like, what? What is this? Yo, this is crazy. You know, like, you name the deck, like, when you register it, like, hold up, let me, give me 1 second, let me show you guys. Name it 5-2, true, real, true and real. Okay. Okay, so like let me right, so this is like the next premiere, right? The next webcam premiere. So when you join, which I'm not gonna do on stream, because that would, you know, like you guys would see all my payment information, it would dox me, you know. Once you've paid your entry, this button for join changes to register deck. And then, not community decks. Where's my decks? Oh, wait, I need to log in. Give me a second. My decks, right? So then you have to build stuff in here. And then you register it on there. But, you know, this is what I played at, not last week's premiere, but the premiere before that. It was just like, you know, no secret ingredient Blizzstrix. You know, pretty standard. Oh, you name it 5-2 and then not play a single whale? That is masterful bit. Absolutely pinnacle of bits. You should definitely do that. That'd be funny. But then I played like Naruto deck, which is like Nick Samara, because, you know, they're tagging in and out, Shadow Clone Jutsu, etc. And like my side deck was so bad. But no, the Exaltus tech is really interesting, right? So the thought behind it is if you run out of Bunnix, right, and then you search your Nixamera, put one in the graveyard, and you have this in hand. If they run over the Bunnix, you then cast the Exaltus, right? Because it's like a battle fader. When an Celestial is destroyed by battle, you can special cast it from your hand. So then it comes back around to your turn. You can then ascend into the Nixamera with a Frost. Shouts Trishula for putting me on that. Spinosect. That's real. But no, this deck is crazy. They're also playing new Verdolith. Or is this old Verdolith? What? No, this is old Verdolith. What the hell? Well, I mean, I guess this makes sense in a Hermes deck because everything's so expensive. It's going to be online. And I forget, what does Falacane do? All runes, or spend 2 to your opponent's runes. Honestly, that kind of goes crazy. Falacane, good card. Just wind, bad element for Ascensions that are not exactly named Chrysor or like Twindra. Dude, Bears with P-Box in the main. That's kind of wild. No, I remember it topped. I just forgot what it did. Like, it topped a premiere in, like, Moonrise or something like that. Or Daybreak. And I guess that's the reason why it's on the art for Hurricane, right? Well, Chains of Prometheus is crazy. Love this card. This card's so funny. Bro, they sides a second one. Oh, that's crazy. Carry off sweep. I love that wind is good now. Like, for a while, wind was like the worst element by far. Also, this deck went crazy on stream. There's a match where they literally like Starbit Supernova with like 7 spirits on it. Also, like, and then like ascended into a Majesty. Base set Majesty, by the way. You know, Below Average Galaxy is a great name. Shout outs Bo for literally being able to top with anything. This was crazy. They almost resolved Volclipse effect to shuffle back 8 on stream. It was wild. Yeah, I think their username on Discord is Q's Too Short, I want to say. Wait, is the name of that deck Ban Whale? Oh, that'd be so funny. Please. Ban Whale, let's go. Yep. Understandable. Bo has spoken. 2-time in-person tournament winner. Bo has spoken. Okay. I don't think that we're getting a ban list until after live stream, right? You know, this Brewlock deck was nuts. Cryptaurus Walk is crazy. But no, this deck was nuts. Like, oh my god. Not only the Pulveroar, but then also you have Posthumous and Therogeist in the same deck? Dude, Aviolith is such a cool card. And then they have the... Nah, this is the coolest deck I've ever seen. They have the Fulgorix in the side. That's nuts. Oh my god. This guy, oh my god. Skids. This guy goes to my locals. This is my boy. Got top 32 with Shivaroar Horse Turbo? Question mark? What is this deck? What? When you ascend the ceremony, guess it. This empowered celestial cannot be targeted. Oh, it just makes it attack. Oh. Oh. You know, most of the 3-cost Elestrals are kind of bad. That is fine. Foretell 3. Special guess one. Okay, so what I wanna like get inside of his head. What is he trying to do? What is he trying to do? What? Like, oh yeah, no, vertical viewers hate me right now because there's like nothing on stream for them. That's fine. What is... Like, okay, so what does Shivaroar do? Enchant Frost from your underworld to a Frost Celestial on your field. Is this just like can't be targeted turbo? Question mark? Dude, I gotta know. And then he's playing the third Shivaroar in the side? You're smoking crack. Like, what? I mean, I guess it kind of is, but this is the only, like, it's like this, and then Shivaroar, but then also you have to have Mountains of Boreas up. So this is kind of like half a boggle. Kind of. I don't, like, this is, how did he get top 32 with this? I don't get, I need to ask him about this at the regional on Sunday, because that is, what? Like, how? Oh yeah, the Draco Ray. Man math Draco Ray 5s. Okay. I'm making this. Um, it'll probably be too pushed. Like, there aren't a whole lot of effects that say like this card can't be destroyed by runes or some shit. Like, I think some of the only ones that do that are like Arrowmare, but like. Well, no, this deck's interesting. I like it. Having like Draco Ray. Yeah, and then Dragalis. Are they playing it? No. Unfortunate. Like a Hermes list on this. No. Let's go back. Also, Chronic playing the Aphros is crazy. Are we talking about regular Spinosect or champion Spinosect? I'm assuming that we're talking about champ Spinosect because this is like the actual good one. You can Nexus 2 Wind. You know, I think making it doesn't that just break it? Doesn't Hermes Trickery destroy? Yeah, so making it indestructible from runes just breaks the card. Because then you can't Trickery Spinosect into Spinosect. I think that literally, not like broken in a good way, I think broken in a bad way. Regular Spinosect. Okay. Cards. Normal Spinosect. This Spinosect can attack in defense position. If it does, use its defense for calculations this battle. And then if you add the line of text on the end, this card cannot be destroyed by runes. Is that what you're saying? Oh, like a brand new one. You know, I think that making it indestructible from runes would make it a bit too good. At least for now. Because, like, if you think about it, right? How do you remove something like that? One of your options is to destroy by battle, which, like, 90% of decks are not going to have an out. You have to have a very large, most likely a 3-drop, and then a stadium. So then the next best thing after that, right, is Rune Destruction, where your options are pretty much like either PTA on cast or Cryoblast, but you can't like Cryoblast it because there's like 16 defense, right? Chat delay is monstrous, understandable. I'm trying to think of like what other cards in the game could destroy it. I mean, there are like specific Elestrals that could out it, but like generally, like no, I would not put that line of text on a card like that. Holy. Because like, Okay, but off the top of your head, name an Alestral that could pop it. Triple blue. That would go crazy. I'd play that. I'd play that. No, that card goes crazy. But make it like an invoke room, not a counter. That would go crazy. But also it'd probably invalidate Poseidon's Fury as a card. It's like, why would I Poseidon's Fury using 2 cards and like 5 spirits to like out your board when I can just whirlpool you? And it basically does the same. But you know, like, as I was saying earlier, like, I don't think that we're getting another ban list until after live stream, but like, if the meta isn't like, you know, shaken up substantially by live stream's release, and wind aggro is still a really big problem, like it is right now. Well, I'm not gonna say that wind aggro is like a problem, but like, you know, this package, the package is in two decks in top 8. Really, if we look at the data, the more problematic cards are like Den Turbo. It's like what? It's like a top 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, like, I could definitely, like, if wind aggro is still like pretty good by the time that the ban list rolls around, I could definitely see them putting like Hydrake and Champ Sorlet to 2. I don't think that like you need to put them to 1 or like ban them. They aren't that strong, but it's just like the consistency of like, yeah, I have like 8 1-drops in my deck that like if you do not answer them immediately with specific kinds of removal, I just, you know, win the game. If not, you know, have tempo for the next like 5 turns. But then also the fact that like you just get to like natively play Hurricane in those kinds of decks is crazy to me. Like, really honestly, like, I feel like a lot of the aggro packages need to kind of be hit. Honestly, I think that after seeing the spoilers for the new set, like, they're gonna have to hit Blizztrix or like Frost self-mill as a strategy, because like, holy crap. Like, some of the cards that have been revealed are just insane. Like, actually, I'm excited to test with them, but also at the same time, it's like the moment that I saw those cards while I was on vacation last week, I was like, "Yep, I guess I'm just playing Blizztrix for Kissimmee." Because like, I slot in like, you know, what, like 5 cards, and then like, you know, it's the same deck. It plays the same. It's just you have more hits off of mills, and you have more enablers. It's like, well, shit. No wonder they fucking limited Morolith. Like, so like right now, I think what they're doing is focusing on like one, right? Refining the tutorial and like a couple of bug fixes, and then two, getting like the most played cards by usage right now into Clash. And I feel like once live stream comes out and like the Kissimmee Open is done and like probably the next premiere after that, they'll have enough data to like, you know, start importing a lot of the important cards from live stream. Like for a while they've been I've been in Clash since like the alpha. So I can tell you that like they've been importing cards as they're like, you know, used. You know, like the high usage cards get imported first. That's why you know, like Cypher Mall and Golden Fleece aren't in yet, because like there's one deck that plays it. But like, you know, every card that you could ever need to like test 90% of decks is, you know, in the game. Also, this is crazy. Like most played cards, right? Peliquarius is on there. People really want to search that whale. No, like that was kind of like their mission statement from the beginning. So it's going to be like an open beta until all the cards are in. And then they will start releasing them as sets come out. Like maybe there's like a month delay or something like that, but you know. But you know, the fact that Flurmine is like what, top 7 most cited cards is kind of crazy. That's crazy. So then also what spirits do you not see on the most cited list, right? You don't see water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't see earth, and you don't see what, fire. Yeah, you can side spirits. Like a lot of decks do it. Specifically for like cards like Boombat, cards like Hurricane, cards like Cryoblast, cards like Earthquake, you know. But you should try not to. Just because, like, most spirit decks are pretty flexible. Where, like, you could probably fit those spirits into the main deck anyway and get away with it. Like, there are some decks where it's like, no, there really is not room, and you have to put it in the side deck, and that's fine, right? But, like, you should do that testing and not, like, you know, just by default be like, oh yeah, no, I'm going to stick this in the side. Even if, like, you know, in the main deck, there are no cards that use that spirit, like, you should still try and put it in the main deck so that you have an extra slot in your side deck, right? But no, the fact that, like, water isn't being cited is kind of crazy to me. Because, like, in Moonrise, water was cited all the time for things like Tsunami, for Galaxy, that kind of shit. You know, but now it's like, no, we're playing Tsunami and, you know, Galaxy. Like, all this shit. Like, water is in right now. Holy. No effect. 5-1 generic Alestral with no effect, I think would literally play zero, like C0 play. Because why would you play that when you can play base set Sorlet? Think about that for half a second. It would probably have to be like a 6-1 or like a 6-2 to see play. Maybe even like a 1 Spirit 7 drop. It would have to be bigger than a 5, is what I'm saying. Because like even with 6, it can still be contested by a 5-1 drop with the correct field spell, right? So it'd probably have to be a 7 in order to like actually see play. No, I think that it would see play with a 6. Now I'm thinking about it more. Because like who's playing field spells? I mean, like there are definitely decks here that are playing field spells. Like Julian's list was playing a field spell. Ursaden, no duh. But like was this deck playing Mount Olympus? No. But no, there's still like, field spells out there, but like it is not that relevant. But no, I really do think there would have to be like a 6-1 or a 6-2 in order to see play. Also, I don't think that I think that A Drive has said in the past, don't quote me on this, but I think that A Drive has said that he doesn't want to print any Illustrals with no effect. A 5-5 1 Spirit no effect. That might do something. It's just like being able to crash with a 5 is still like really bad, because like 5 is such like a pertinent stat line, because I don't think that like people would play a 5-5 no effect. I think it would have to have a 6 stat in something in order to see play. Even if it was like a 5-6 generic no effect, I feel like that might see play. But like a 6 whatever would definitely see play. Because like once you're like 5 attack, again, why not just play base set Sorlet? People were using base set Sorlet as far back as like Frostfall, enchanting it with a water to play around Tsunami because it's a 5. And they were playing it for like... Yeah. Like it would have to have a 6 stat line. Because then it contests every single 1-drop in the game. Minus like the rare 5 attack stat plus field spell within its own color, right? And even then that's rare. But like yeah, it would have to have a 6 in either attack or defense to see play. Because otherwise, why are you not just playing Sorlet? Why are you not just playing Galaxy? Why are you not just playing, the bevy of 5 stats in the game? Like, let's go to cards. Can we filter? Is this a filter? No. I can just go to like 1-drops. 1 cost. One cost, and then we want Alestrals, right? So like Aeromare, that's a 5. Why not play Airmare? Why see like even Armadon? Like if you give it 6 defense, why not just play Armadon? You would have to give it 6 attack. I completely forgot that Armadon existed. Like Ash Rabbit. Why not play Ast Rabbit? Why not play Broomerlinks? Because that is like an actual 5. Because you search out the field spell. Like still looking. Like you can see that they learned their lesson from printing things with 5s. Why not? Well, Eldritch Expand. I was about to say, why not just play Eldritch? Well, see how like weary they are of printing things with 5 now, right? Why not play Galaxy? Either one. Why not play Jolton? Right? Lumaru. I forgot that Mustation has a 6. And that's a 6 attack, and that doesn't see play. But it's also like a conditional 6. Why not play Necruff, right? If you're just going to give it a 5. Yeah, like, I think we get the point, but, like, I am now curious how many, like, 5s there actually are. Sorlet, we already talked about. Spectaris. This card's technically a 5. Sprouter. Conditional 5 if you search the, Scythe. Because that's a 5/8. Right? Yeah, like that 5 stat line, like Viscerus, natural 5. Half of the reason why, you know, true and real. True and real. But no, like, half of the reason why Volcari's champ gets played is because when you play it, it's a 6. You search the Torture Hastia, gives it +2. You know? It's a 6. And then you foretell 3. And that's insane. That's so good. But yeah, no, if they printed a generic Alestral, that had no effect, they would have to give it a 6 attack stat. They would have to. And probably also they'd have to give it like... They'd probably have to give it 5 defense so that it doesn't get run over by Eddie or Galaxy. But no, you guys can probably hear it, but like my throat is starting to hurt. So I think that is the cue for me to go the fuck to sleep, because I still have work tomorrow. I think I have to go in at like 2 or something. Oh, 2:45. That's not bad. That's not bad. Anyway, yeah. Remember to follow, you know, on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, all that jazz. Next stream will probably be like Sunday night, after the regional, and then we can kind of go over the deck. I have an overhead camera, which I use for like the webcams, and we can, you know, go over the list that I played card for card. Yeah, honestly, like stealing what good players are playing is probably a good idea, if I'm gonna be honest. That's probably like the best thing that you can do, because then it teaches you like, okay, these cards are actually good, and then you can start thinking about why these cards are good, what makes them better than other things. But yeah, no, see